But Walker faces questions about his lack of foreign policy experience, including this jab from the president.
Perhaps Mr. Walker, after he's taken some time to bone up on foreign policy, will feel the same way.
President Obama said you needed to bone up on foreign policy, and I guess you've been doing it. I mean, you've been traveling, you've been talking to foreign policy experts.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting for the president to say that the guy who called ISIS the squad and Yemen a success story, somehow suggesting someone else should bone up in foreign policy. But we have, you know, we've been to Israel, I talked to David Cameron in the UK, we've been elsewhere. My belief is if I'm even thinking about running for president of the United States, it's not about preparing for debates. It's about being prepared to be the president of the United States.
Okay, you've been very critical of how the president's handled ISIS. Some are out there, like Lindsey Graham, saying we should send 10,000 U.S. ground troops right now to Iraq to help with this fight. Do you favor that?
No, I think we shouldn't rule anything out. I think that's a big mistake this president has made here and elsewhere about saying how long we would go or how much we would invest.
I'm not talking about ruling it out. I'm saying, would you do that?
No, I'm not arguing that's the first approach. I'd tell you 3 specific things I think we should do in Iraq. First, we should re-engage the strength of the American forces that are there. Once you do that, you empower our the allied forces that are there on behalf of Iraq to reclaim the territory that ISIS has taken. And third, you just need to make sure you do it in a way that doesn't provide safe haven into places like Syria as you push them out.
So you would not send combat troops now to Iraq?
No, I don't. I believe right now we have a capacity to reclaim Iraq with the Iraqi forces are there as long as we unleash the power that's already there of the American armed forces.
And you say you wouldn't rule out anything, though. Does that include, I mean, would you rule out a full-blown U.S. reinvasion of Iraq and Syria?
I don't think we should ever send a message to our foes as to how far we're willing to go.
So you wouldn't rule out a full-blown reinvasion?
I would not rule out boots on the ground. I think.
No, but I'm asking, would you rule out a full-blown reinvasion of Iraq?
If the national interests of this country are at stake, here at risk in this country or abroad, that's to me the standard of what we do for military engagement.
Meanwhile.